And going back to fitting more into your life and children now, you've got Matt and Michelle. Michelle works in the swim school, and we've recently been very privileged to have her out here in Australia touring around for 3 months.
Yeah.
What's some of the things that Michelle's taken back?
Well, I think a big part, for the viewers, my daughter's 23, son's 26, and they want to take the business on as mom and dad step away. In the future, they want to step up. And so each of them has taken a different area of management. Matt's the gymnastics, Michelle's the swim. And in the swim, we brought her over to, with your help, over to Australia to try to see, get a different perspective of how other people do things and how in another country they do things, and see a lot of the best practices. So she's incorporated a lot of the lesson plans and the use of stations in the swim, management styles in terms of how to deal with their employees that are different than ours, and UGRs.
Can you expand on the UGRs? Yeah, I know you mentioned
Yes.
it earlier.
Unwritten ground rules, and that's basically that idea of, we all, without it being said, we as a staff and employees, we know there are certain things that are unwritten, but they're the rules, and there's positive ones and there's negative ones, like things like, well, they may ask your opinion, but nothing will get done, and that kind of thing. So we've learned to listen to what those rules are and try to address those so that we don't have the negative ones, we have the positive ones.
Right. And it's quite a process there, because as you said, you really want to live the culture, and you don't always know what's happening there with the culture.
Yes, we address it each week in our management meeting, and then we have staff meetings where they always address it just a few minutes, maybe just 10 minutes out of an hour meeting.
Right, and you're finding that very productive?
Yeah, it's getting, out of that practice, it's getting our staff to open up and express themselves. So, they've learned that when they write a UGR, that the management is listening to it and reacting positively and proactively, not defensively.
Right, so that's very important to follow up.
Yes,
so they
absolutely.
do buy into it.
Yes.
And you mentioned earlier today in your presentation about one of the things Michelle came back with, wanting to expand the squad type scenario. You only can do so much where you are. So where are you looking to take that now?
Well, we would like to build another facility in our town. We have one normal size pool for us, about 50 by 25 feet. And that has certain restrictions, of course, to it. And as our program's grown and we see opportunities that we'd like to grow, we need another configuration. So we're looking in our area of Central California within Bakersfield to build a facility that has a large pool, 25 meter in your case, along with a more recreational size pool for swim, and then maybe a baby pool, and something to that gives us more water usage and versatility. Right.
Be a highly specialised swimming program.
Yeah.
By that stage, and for the Australian people, Bakersfield about 400,000 or 500,000 people.
Yeah, it's population-wise, it sounds large, but it has a real small city mentality. Economics, we have a lot of migrant workers, a lot of agriculture, but we have a lot of oil. So we have a funny dichotomy of incomes and such that we've learned to try to address in different ways.
Wonderful. So, Mike, thanks very much for your time, and it's been most appreciated, and I'm sure everyone will gain some insights of what you've had there, and we look forward to having yourself and Sherry and probably Michelle back out in Australia in the future.
Well, we thank you, and we thank you guys for all you've done for helping us.
Thank you.